All right, welcome back to SHP Case Studies. Today we have an industry that has seen a lot of success in with multiple clients. This is a insurance company reaching out to the trucking industry. This combination, for whatever reason, seems to have optimal results, regardless of who we're calling for. Now, sometimes the strategies can make a difference in how we deploy the messaging, but it seems to be very relevant to this market. So, to give you a quick teaser and the end result here, we had consistent results and continue to have consistent results for this client as they are still with us, and we are operating at a high level of appointments for this client. So let's dive deep and see why exactly this might be a high performing campaign and what are some of the parts of the product, the message, the target, and the delivery through our SDRs as to why this is successful. So this company, they deployed us to reach out to owners and safety directors of trucking companies. Now, this industry is one that seems to have an open ear to this type of insurance. It's hard to get insurance. It's hard to get the rates down. And so they're always looking for new opportunities to save money. The problem with the reason why this client came to us is because they had a hard time getting the volume out. They knew that this could work, but they needed efforts because they're a small business. They needed consistency in their activity and they needed results. And so we began working with this company a couple years ago and have been making calls to them every month since. Now, what's nice is that we have a very close relationship with upper management and leadership there. So we're able to meet with them on a regular basis to identify what we want to accomplish, come up with a strategy, deploy it, and look at the results to make sure that things are going at a pace enough to get the ROI from the investment in Superhuman. At the time of this case study, we have found that there is a certain script that works really well. It's actually a little bit different than your traditional consultative format scripts. It's actually in our no bull script format. And so in this one, what we do is we talk about some value early, and then we ask for the appointment immediately. And the reason is because we're working with these folks in the trucking industry. So they are maybe on the road, maybe they're busy, and we want to make sure that we get to the point because they don't have time to just have this nice conversation. So when we present the value, we deliver a next step, and then if they have any questions or if they aren't really that interested or they're a little bit taken aback by our call, we can rebuild the value according to our script structure. And we've been refining this and making small tweaks to the script, different words, different offerings that might be available. But at the end of the day, this generated a really high level of results consistently over time. Now you can see in the graph that the appointment setting rate was up and down, but there was always some level of height and always some level of depth that you could depend on to average out the results and actually see a slight increase in its trajectory. So we had an average decision maker connect rate of 12%. That's pretty high with our average typically around 8%. So 1 every 8 raw dials got a DM connection. And then out of those, about 1 every 5 turned into an appointment. And this resulted in an overall appointment setting rate on average of 2.68% and a lead setting rate. So this is including nurtures, warms, and appointments. And I think this is important because it's not always about that meeting. When we're doing outbound calling, we're catching people at good times, bad times, possibly consider times. And this is when we need to be okay with the buying cycle that they're a part of. We need to accept that because we are trying to be assertive and help them now. But if they're not ready, we need to back off and keep that relationship strong. So we were able to generate a high number of overall leads along with those appointments. So when you can find a good combination between relevance, market, and message and have the right team, this is a perfect example of consistency over time that proves results through and through. Are you a company that wants to grow their sales pipeline but don't know how to do it outside of cold email, inbound, and normal channels? Consider SHP. We provide cold call appointment setting and sales development services to generate leads and appointments outbound for your sales pipeline so you can have control over your sales destiny. Give us a call at the number provided or reach out to us in any way. We're happy to chat with you about how we can cold call and generate leads so that you don't have to. Be excited to do the work for you and can't wait to hear from you.